I guess I'm back. I've been gone for a very long time. I think the last time y'all heard from me, it was August. The last time I dropped a video. And a lot has changed, and I have been contemplating how am I going to explain what has changed and why. And the more I thought about it, the more I just didn't feel like doing all of that. And I miss making these videos, I miss vlogging, I miss talking, but I kind of just don't feel like just going through and rehashing what's been going on. So I figured if I just start back, it'll come out eventually, and I'll talk about it because I don't not plan on being transparent, but it's just so much. Yeah, so I think just picking up on where I was in a lot of the previous videos that I've made, just talking about being transparent, talking about just self-care, and really just being intentional about things, whether it's parenting and relationships, things like that. I think nothing really has changed in that area other than I'm actually doing what I said that I was going to do, especially in regards to taking care of myself, in regards to making sure that my mental well-being was stable. There were a lot of things that were going on, and I don't know, a part of me or things that had been in my life made me feel like, some of the things that I was dealing with were normal or were expected, I guess, in a relationship setting, but they really weren't. And I just decided that they weren't good for me, and I just couldn't really continue to let them take their course that they were taking. So I decided to change and just kind of move on with my life. I don't really know what that looks like in the future, but as of right now, I'm no longer married. There were no hard feelings or things like that, but there was just a lot that was going on that I probably won't even tell people about, because A, it's none of y'all business, and B, maybe that person has changed for the better, and I don't think it's necessary for me to go through those things. But I will talk about what has impacted me and what has changed in me, because that's my responsibility, is to grow and to learn and to be able to process all those things that I've experienced over the last couple of years, and make them lessons for me. And I don't believe in mistakes. I don't believe that nothing that happened is by mistake. I believe that the Lord uses it all. I believe that everything has a reason, and I also believe that everything has a season. So season up. I don't know, but I did want to continue to vlog because this was my creative outlet. This was how I was able to just get things out that I've probably been holding in. I wasn't really feeling like my circle of influence was like ready to deal with some of the things that I had to say. So I started vlogging, and I realized that I was saying apparently some things that needed to be said, and not only just for my own sake, but just for the sake of others, that whatever that meant for them, I mean, that was for them. But I think everybody has a place where they kind of come to, where they Let me find the words for that and come back to that thought. I think everyone should come to a point in their life when they realize that they can learn from anybody. And they can learn good or bad. They can learn what to do and what not to do. And maybe me sharing some of the things that I plan on continuing to share or have shared in the past would be helpful. If not what to do, then what not to do. And I think one of the things that I am learning is to not ever not take care of myself. Because I can't expect to be everywhere and everything for everybody else if I'm not even taking care of myself. And when I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not showing others how to take care of me and how to love me. So then it doesn't seem necessary to them either. And then, you start feeling unappreciated and all those kind of things. But it starts with me. Like if I'm treating myself in a certain way and to a certain standard, so to speak, then those around me, people that love me or say they love me, they're going to do the same thing. So that's what I've learned. And I'm probably never going to go back to being worn down, raggedy Toya, ever. Because that wasn't me. I wasn't able to help and love and serve people that I wanted to help, love, and serve. And I don't want to ever put myself in that position again. And I don't want to put myself in the position of feeling used or neglected or just not on someone's priority list when I make so many people and things a priority on my list because I know that things aren't just about me. So yeah, one of the things that I have been doing a lot more lately, I want to say this is my third class that I've taken up outside of just trying to do it at my house of yoga and meditation, and it's really been fun. Not fun as in, it's a party and we're having a great time, but it's just been a discovery of realizing, like, just paying attention to my body. Like, I can feel when I'm stressed or tense now, opposed to before. Until I'm having a full-blown anxiety attack, I don't even know where my stressors were or that I had been feeling a particular way because I wasn't even paying attention to my body. I wasn't eating right, or if I was eating right, it wasn't consistently. So that now that I'm able to pay a little bit more attention to my body through practicing yoga, like I can tell you right now, oh man, I need to go eat, and I can tell you what I need to go eat because of how my body is feeling. So that has been probably like the number one benefit. Like I don't walk around with stress anymore. And if I do, it's probably temporary because I know that, maybe this project is due or I'm working on an event or something like that. And I know that it's going to come to an end. So I might just like kind of push things off until it's complete. But outside of that, I just can't. I just can't. I've been able to maintain a pretty decent weight. I don't walk around feeling so uncomfortable in my body. Probably because I'm paying more attention to it. So that's been really helpful for me because it also helps with my mental clarity. It helps me be able to focus a little bit more. And I think this week I have been all over the place. So the first opportunity that I saw for a class, I took it, and it was with my homegirl V. And I'm probably going to drop a little bit of footage of that in there. But I just really been trying to take care of myself. And in doing so, I feel like I've been taking care of everybody around me in a way that is understandable. I think most of my friends know that right now is probably not a great time for me to be trying to do everything I used to try to do. And that I probably need a friend more than I can be a friend right now. So that it is what it is. But it's also just been helpful just to not have to always be doing something. And I knew that before, but the doing something then was for my own sanity because I felt like I was losing it, so I had to find something to do. I don't feel like that no more. Like I could literally lay in the bed today and not do anything and be perfectly okay with that. And then tomorrow I might go bust my behind and really hustle and really try to get some things accomplished, and I'm cool. The same way I was when I really relaxed and laid down and didn't do anything. So I'm kind of excited because I feel like, to me personally, that's growth. Because before I felt like I always had to be doing something, always. And then when I wasn't doing something, people would be asking me to do stuff. So now that I don't have that feeling of obligation hanging over my head anymore, it's been really, really cool. Like back here, just remember to drink some water because I ain't been doing that right. You see it's all over my face. Just, I don't know, just ain't been on my mind. I'm not really focused on that, but as of today, I will be. I think I'll be good. So I'm basically starting over from square one. Starting over with getting to know me and who I am. I'm starting over even in my business. Like I took a long break and I decided to do a lot more community service and help them with some of the things that I normally would do business wise. So pretty much just volunteer and serve others. And I've learned a lot. I've learned where I was proficient at things and where I really wasn't. So I'm able to have a lot of takeaways from that, and there are some things that I used to do business-wise that I'm probably not going to continue to do anymore just because they're just not as fruitful as some of the other things that I've kind of learned along the way are. And I'm cool with that. I'm starting over with friendships and relationships. There's probably only a handful of people that I feel like have been continuously intentional and checking in and just making sure I ain't lose it yet. And I'm so appreciative of them. And then, you know, I've had some friends move away. They're not as close as they used to be. So that's always hard, but it's understandable. And the love is still there, and I really appreciate that. And then I have new friends that have been really encouraging. I think my overall outlook on life is a lot more positive. I realized that just being in a mindset of feeling so stuck and depressed, I became very pessimistic to the point where like the first thing out of my mouth would be something negative. And I don't know, lately, if just for talking to people and getting to know new people, like the first thing out of their mouth is, I love your vibe, you're so positive. And just to hear that sometimes is like, really? Because I feel like I still struggle with, you know, the pessimism. And I mean, I know I do because I could always be more positive. Even with how I respond to things, 9 times out of 10, I say the negative thing first. And then I go to the positive, and by then people probably have shut down. And I've learned that about myself. So I particularly try to write more and type and text more so that I have that opportunity to catch myself, and then I can go in and put the positive first, and then maybe make a light suggestion. But I'm learning and growing, and I see it, and apparently others do too. So to me, that has brought me great joy. And it's been like, you know how like when you make a goal for yourself and you finally accomplish that goal, and it's like, yeah, that was dope, let's do it again. It feels like that with personal growth. I'm able to listen a lot better because I know how it is to not be heard. And like listen with the intent of not responding, but just to show empathy and understanding and ask for clarification if I don't understand. That's probably been key for me. I should probably like have an auto respond in my phone where it's for clarity, semicolon. And I'm just trying to be a better Toya. I'm not trying to be a better mom. I'm not trying to be a better friend. I'm not trying to be a better wife. I'm not trying to be a better woman. I'm just trying to be a better Toya. And I think in doing that, all those other things are fulfilled. And I'm cool with that. That's enough. I'm enough. And that's all that really matters. So I'm finna get my behind out this door and go take care of myself. And I'm gonna hit y'all a little bit later. And I'm gonna try to put this video up tonight because there's no need to procrastinate. It really doesn't take all of that. And it is what it is. I don't have to be perfect or try for things to be perfect and procrastinate any longer in my life. So y'all finna just get it raw. Okay? Okay.
We look good together. There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you all. When I walk with you, I watch the whole room change. Then that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blaming all my confidence, or blaming all your measurements. Shut the shit down on sight. That's right. We out here dripping with finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping with finesse. You know it, you know it. Out here dripping with finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping with finesse. You know it, you know it. Now slow it down.
So guys, I am home. Today was a long but great day. I got absolutely nothing important accomplished other than taking care of myself. It is what it is. That's what my Mondays normally are planned to be consist of, and I just hadn't been doing it. Usually I'm still running all around all weekend long, so Monday has to be my day of rest where I'm not necessarily obligated to do anything unless I so choose to do so. And that's exactly what I did today, and it was amazing. So yeah, I'm probably going to be up for maybe another hour. I'm going to drink some water because I have not done that today properly. And I'm going to take my black behind to sleep because tomorrow there's work to be done. And I need to make a to-do list of those things tonight. So yeah, I don't really have much more to say because I'm getting sleepy. I done sat here and scrolled on Facebook and Instagram for too long. That's all you need to know. Alright, I'll hit y'all up later or something. Peace.
Yo, you know we got it.